price, but if possible, I don't know, can you share something someone doesn't know about you? Maybe this can be funny. I don't know. So let me start with me. So my name is Carlos. As you know, guys, I'm host here in Talk and Talk, and I've been here for the last 2 years, I think. And I work as a software engineer. And oh, there is sorry, there is something I don't know if I already talked about this before, but I live in the south of Brazil. I'm married and I have two daughters, and I'm a Christian. Okay, I like to spend my time with my family, going to the church on Sundays, especially Sunday morning. It's the best to me. But here in my house, we do barbecues on Friday. Sorry, on Saturday, because on Sunday our day is so full of appointments. You know, I go to visit my daddy, and during the afternoon we take our daughters to a park or something like this. So we usually do the barbecues on Saturday because it's easier to us and we have more free time than on Sunday. So this is something different about me and my family. It's people usually do barbecues on Sunday morning, probably, because it's a lazy day. But for us, it's the opposite. The lazy day is Saturday to us. That's it. Let's go with you, Osvaldo. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, for sure. Here when I do barbecues is always on Saturday as well. I don't
Mm.
know why, but mm, the last barbecues that we've made was on Saturday, you know? So yeah, that's interesting.
Oh,
Uh,
so you are just like me.
yeah. Well, my strategy about my free time is a little bit different from you, Carlos, because I like to save a portion of my day to do something that I enjoy to keep my mind fresh and motivated to continue to study and so on, you know. For example, yesterday I like to currently I try to follow the Europe time zone. I don't know why exactly, but I like to wake up early in Brazil and um finish my task as early as possible, I would say, you know. So I like to stop to work about 4 or 5 p.m. every weekdays, on weekdays. So yeah, that's the interesting thing about me. And then I try to do some activities to fresh my mind, as I mentioned. I think that's it.
No, that's really interesting, and it's something I like to do, you know. That's why I like to wake up early,
Yeah.
because I can stop to work early and do my own stuff. I have time to do my own stuff.
No,
That's
that's not happening every single day, right? Just
yeah,
sometimes per week, I would say. Two times per week, I would say.
that's awesome. And what about you, Lurian?
So, good morning, Osvaldo. Good morning, Carlos. So, I'm Luria. You know me. I'm from Belo Horizonte. Uh, I had two things to share about barbecue. Actually, we don't have a specific date here in my place to do a barbecue. I remember last time we did a barbecue on Saturday night. And after we had a lot of meat, to use, and we did another one on Sunday too. So just to finish like all the meat, I remember when we have a party to celebrate a kind of a birthday, is more in Saturday. I think because people can enjoy more and rest on Sunday. But we did on Sunday too, like a traditional barbecue party. But about me, something new to something new to share. Uh, I'm trying to. I will complete 1 year here in Talk and Talk because I started in October last year, September, October last year for learning French. And I'm doing a kind of discovering other uh, things I like, some kind of. So, learn a new language for me, it was a pleasure, a nice moment. So now I'm trying to discover other things I like to spend my time, to have this moment of pleasure. And I'm trying to cook more. I'm not, and I don't have expertise on that. I just like to do this for fun. And I'm watching a lot of recipes, most of cakes, candies in general, to learn how to do and to spend my time, for using this for my free time. I don't know. I think it's nice to have this kind of moment for myself, and also if I can prepare something delicious for who I love. So something I think I never shared this here. That's it.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Ludium. I don't like to cook. Uh, just do barbecues is my specialty, I think. It's the only thing I know how to do rice, beans, and so on, but I like to do barbecues. That's it. Okay, let's start with our questions. Lulian, can you start with the question number one, please?
Yes, for sure. If you had to describe your typical winter weather, like what would it be? Most sunny, partly cloudy, foggy, prone to storms. It's really nice this question because I think my personality and my mood is totally related to the weather. When it's sunny, since I like to go out, I like to enjoy the day. Normally, when it's Sunday, when it's nice out, I really like the weather and enjoy. And when it's cold or when it's just raining, looks like, oh my God, this is sad. I don't know if it's because all the time in the movies, uh, sunny days are related to nice things, like, oh, the joy, the everything. And raining days is related to something sad, something dark. So I would say that my winter weather could be more like sunny, more because I have more energy and I enjoy more my day when we have sunny days, and also because I like the energy that the sun can bring to me. And when it's raining, like I just, oh my God, raining, just stay at home. It's not that good for me. So my winter weather uh, would be sunny for me, and I really appreciate to stay in my bed under my cover, my sheets, okay, when it's raining. But I just like this one day. I cannot support this a lot of days in my life. So for sure, sunny is more my winter weather. That's it.
All right, thank you, Lulian. Today is raining here where I live. That kind of rainy, slow and will raining all the day. It's not like a storm or something like this. So it's peaceful and calm. When I wake up, I listen the rainy and I said, "Oh, I don't know if I will go to Talk and Talk today because my daughter came to our bed during the night and she never do this, but this night she asked me, "Oh, Daddy, can you give me your hand?" And when I wake up, I was grabbing her hand, and it was raining, and I looked to her. Oh, it's so good be here, but I need to wake up anyway. Just a fun fact. What about you, Oswald? What do you think about your inner weather? Can you describe it, please?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm definitively in a clear skies. My forecast is clear skies because I don't know exactly when, but I've developed my ability to feel what I what I what is important to me in that moment. Uh, Always in a sunny mode, I would say, because for me, it doesn't matter the weather outside here, for example. I don't care if it's raining or it's cold. I always um, feel energized and motivated to do what I need to do at the moment. That's curious because my wife, for example, she doesn't like of raining, and like Ludian said, she prefers sunny days. And for me, I don't care. I really enjoy to stay at home. And for me, to be honest, I prefer colder days. My body works better. I feel more hot, during cold days. I don't know why exactly, but and cold and during the beginning of the morning until mid of the day. I don't like so much of afternoon, and during the evening, I my energy will improve a little bit. But yeah, I'm this kind of person.
All right, that's interesting because you said about your wife, and Lulian said about her. Um, oh my gosh, uh, feelings. I think when it's raining, and my wife, it's the same. So I don't know if something related with woman, but for me, the weather outside, the environment doesn't change what I feel, I think. But I think I can describe myself as a mostly sunny guy, you know. I like I like to think I'm a funny guy. I like joy. I don't like sadness. Those guys, when we are teenagers with emos, sad and everything is dark. That's not me for sure. I'm not this kind of guy, so I could describe myself as a mostly sun guy, but I can be a storm sometimes when I get angry, or sometimes my mind can be a mess. So just like the weather, I can change really fast, you know. So that's it. But most of the days I'm a sun guy. I think. Let's go with the question number two, Oswaldo. Can you start, please?
Yeah, for
Sorry.
sure. Why do you think mental health was such a taboo or private topic for so long? Um, for me, mental health is look like we talking about sex stuffs. The people feel how uh, I forgot the right word to describe that. But the people don't like to share ideas about this topic, I guess. Um, Maybe they feel shame or something like that. My perspective is crucial discuss about these stuffs, especially with your loved ones. I don't like to discuss this in a workplace. I used to see a lot of companies try, Brazilian companies especially, saying, "Oh, we have a mental health problem in the company. We have a therapist or something like that." I don't know if that's a right place to share your feelings. uh, yeah, I prefer to pay a therapist by myself. That's something that I currently do. Um, and I like to discuss, bring these topics to the table. I always talk about these two topics, not only mental health, but sex stuffs as well, as sexual stuffs. I think it's important uh, uh, as as parents, share our experience about these topics for our children, especially because when they will grow up, they will remember some tips or some experience that we've shared. I prefer to be a person um, to exchange my experience, my ideas for them. Then they learn these stuffs from straight. I prefer that.
All right, thank you. Sorry. And what about you, Ludian?
I believe that since health problems, uh, they like in general, like what we see in the first moment when you know someone, or even who you already know, like you see just the body, just the physical specific things, like physically, or maybe if you know more about the personality of someone, is because this person wants to show you this, so you don't have a choice to understand someone else. uh, Instead, this one try to show you. So I think people try to hide a lot the problems of mental health, and also what they think, because of before, maybe that is this about judgment, like they can judge me even today, they can, but if my external part everyone can see, so in I think we grow with this feeling about to hide something just us can understand, just us can know, can see, can feel. And see, this is a kind of secret, maybe, I don't know if we can say this. And it was a private topic for me for so long, because we didn't have the capacity, the ability to show this to other ones. And when we try, we have a lot of judgments, we have a lot of people pointing the finger to us. It's your opinion, it's our ideas, and you cannot have any opinion different that we are saying that we need to do, so for bodies, for the physical part of us, like man, woman, blonde, brunette, black people. So we put everyone in a different kind of box when we talk about physical qualities. And this is ginger person, this is more tall, this is small. And I think about uh, our mentality. People want to hide this because they don't want to be judged, to fix, to match in some kind of pattern. And so now I think we start to talk more about. So and I think it's so complex, our brain, our thoughts, the things we think. So we are learning, I think. It's just because in the past, maybe we don't have the knowledge, or maybe we are not able to understand this. Uh, that's it.
All right. For me, I think it's a lack of heritage, tipo uma herança from our past, because I don't know, 50, 60, 70 years ago, if you have some mental problem, people will call you like a crazy, tipo maluco, So there was a difference from someone with mental disorder and someone with, I don't know, schizophrenic or something like this. So everyone was a crazy guy, and they put people in those mental institution, and probably could be a taboo, if you say something bad about yourself. Oh, I'm thinking about this. Oh, you are crazy. You need to go to a mental institution. And of course, there is some kind of um, preconceito. I don't know how to say this in English nowadays about this, but I think it's easier because we can show more light about this subject, But especially in the work environment, it's hard, If you say you are, I don't know, burnout or something like this, people, at least on my experience, don't look this as something, oh, you need help, can I help you, or something like this. They judge you, and they are ready to fire you or something like this. So I was a police officer, as you know, guys, and at the police department we had psychologists to help us, because no one wants a crazy guy with a gun in their hand, But if you ask for help, is always bad, They will, after go to a psychologist, they will put you to work in the worst kind of work there is in the police department, and that's not good. And people avoid to search a psychologist or something like this because they know they will be hunted, that's not good, I think. And in my case, I had depression when I was a police officer, and it was the worst part of my life. But inside the department, I didn't have help. Just my family helped me to pass this moment, And thanks God, I never did something wrong with me or someone else, but it's hard to know we don't offer any kind of help. So for me, special to me, when I saw someone uh, in a not so good mood for a long time, someone is sad or something like this, I try to give space and ear to listen if they want, because I don't want people pass for what I live. It's awful. Anyway, I think it's a taboo because of that, people care, the people actually don't care, with other people's problem. All right, let's go to the question number 3. I will start this one. What do you see as the key difference between everyday stress and a more serious state of burnout? How can we recognize the signs? Oh, that's a Carlos, you made a hard question to yourself, I don't know the difference for I'm not a doctor. I don't know if I could say, oh, this guy is in burnout or not. But for myself, I try to look when I'm in point of explode, If my wife says something and I answer to us with anger, rage, or something like this, or with my daughters. And I know I'm not this guy, you know? So I look to myself, oh, there is something wrong with me. If I'm answering my family this way, there is something wrong. So I don't know exactly the difference between the day-to-day stress and those kind of syndrome, but I try to look to myself, and when I realize there is something not so good, I try to talk with my wife, the first one, and later maybe go to a doctor or something like this. But I try to look to my own reactions, you know, over the day or over the time. If I'm seeing something is going wrong, I try to look for help and talk out. For in my experience, when I exposure my feelings, this always help me. So that's the way I do. And what about you, Oswald?
The same, Carlos. I like to share my feelings for my loved ones. I think it's important. That's one of the reasons that's important we stay with someone, not alone. We need it's crucial we have who we trust. So I like to do that, but currently I prefer to deal with my internal emotions with my therapist. Um, that's something that I do a lot. Sometimes it's hard to share, especially past things. In my case, it's hard to share the oranges of my current the way that I make decisions or the way that I think is totally related to my past. So for me, it's hard to answer this question. I did the same yesterday, Carlos. Yesterday, I did a hard question to answer. I wasn't able to answer my own question. It was funny, but that's an amazing one. I think I didn't have burnout. I think so. I think I'm not the right guy to answer this about stress and this kind of stuff. I used to feel if I'm in angry or lazy, yeah, lazy. When I feel when I'm lazy, something is wrong with me, I guess, because maybe I'm in a stuck moment or I'm not feel so good and I need to ask for help. um Yeah, I think the most important thing is to know who we are before to ask for help, like you mentioned. I think that's the perfect way to deal with that, Carlos. I think it's
All
your turn.
right. All right, that makes sense. Thank you for sharing, Oswald. We need to know who you are to identify if there is something wrong. I totally agree with you. And what about you, Ludian?
It's really hard, like Osvaldo said about burnout, and I'm trying to all the time avoid this, of course, because when we just cannot control all the situations in our life, this is like normally in my work, I can work so hard, I can go strong for it and maybe I cannot see. So I think it's important to prioritize and understand and define some things in your life, to try to help you don't be in this mood, So for me, the normal stress for everyday stress is something that we cannot know. We don't take this for the other day, for example. Of course we can have a stress moment every time, every like every hour. Maybe you can have a stressful situation, but is a situation that you cannot take the situation for your life. This is not accumulating a lot of stress. And about the burnout is when you don't pay attention maybe for all this stress that you are accumulating, and because of that you lose control of this, at my point. So when you lose control, it's really hard for you understand what you did, what you should have done, everything, because their situation is just inside of you now. It's affecting your body, your physically, mentally too. Maybe is affecting your relation with other ones. So when you don't pay attention about small situations that can be big, this is maybe is the moment that a little stress or some stress routine, everyday stress, can become like a burnout, because we didn't pay attention, and you lose control. Uh, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Lurian, for sharing. All right, let's jump to the question number 4. Osvaldo, can you read this one, please?
Absolutely. What does self-care mean to you? Is it about the relaxing activities or more about setting difficult boundaries? Well, if I had to choose one, I would choose set difficult boundaries for sure. You know, I think that's could be a game change, a life change, when we have a clear boundaries that we can deal, right? So yeah, I think that's that is something that I do. At the same time, it's important to get a portion of our time to relax, like I mentioned in my presentation. And yeah, that's it. I think that's it in summary.
All right, thank you. Short one. And what about you, Lurian?
No, I'm trying to understand every day what I can self care means to me, but in the way to understand, to respect myself all the time. So I think when I'm just doing like activities that relax me or make me happy, or even when I'm trying to respect more my decisions, who I am, my personality, my boundaries, all this for me is a way to self-care of myself, because I'm trying to understand who I am, what I like, respect myself, respect the others. So I'm this is something in progress for me. And because of that, now it's everything, a hobby, a moment of a pleasure that I can have, or a moment that I can respect myself, say no when I need to say no, don't be a people pleasure that all the time I want to do something really nice for someone just because I was raised, I grow with this, so respect myself, to understand myself. So I think it's a big pack, it's not just one thing. That's it.
Yeah, I think just like you guys, I think that this self-care is not only related about relaxing activities, but um, it's not related to difficult boundaries, but we need limits, um, especially to how can I say this? Especially to things or to events you don't want to do or you don't agree, so we need to those kind of limits to ourselves, because Otherwise we can break ourselves, you know. um, I think we need limits, but um, when you know a little bit about you, and yeah, that's the hard part, because when you are younger you don't know what you want to do for a living, especially you don't know anything about yourself. So when you're getting older, it's good because I don't know if you have older people in your family, but I think they have so much wisdom, because if you have the experience with ancient or older guy, they do only what they want to do, you know. If they don't want to go to the market, the supermarket, oh, I will know, I will don't do this, you know. And they are good to saying no or saying yes for just the thing they want to do. And I think this kind of wisdom to accept what is good or not to you, we grow this when you get older. Because when you are getting, that's what I think, because you realize after some time, the time limit we have in our life, it's not good to spend doing things you don't like, you know. And if I don't like someone, a person, I will not spend time with this guy, you know. And but when we are younger, we, oh, I will try to be nicer or something like this. So that's what I think. Probably when you get older, you get angry, or people think you are angry, or how can I say, rabugento, something like this. But it's not because people humor, but it's related to, oh, I want to do my own stuff, you know. I'm getting how can I say, data de validade, you know? So let's spend time with what I want, and that's it. That's what I think, actually. So it's good to have limits and saying no to people. But yeah, it's good when you have relaxing activities, and especially when you get older, it's always good to say no for what you don't want. Expiration date. Yeah, exactly. When you get older, you start to realize you will not live forever, you know? So if I don't want, I will not do, you know? That's it. Let's jump to the question number 5. Ludian, can you start, please?
Yes. What are some of your personal triggers? In the other words, what are the situations or pressures that can quickly change your winter weather from calm to storm?
Mm.
This is a
What bring anger to Ludian? Let's discover now.
okay. Like situations that the general one is injustice. I really don't like when I'm a really person that I think about equality all the time, you know. So when I see someone or something that for me is not no is not right, I piss me off. Okay, but in my to say something about my routine because maybe uh, can help you to understand me more. I'm not a kind of organized person. Okay, I like everything clean and organized, and I'm doing this, but I'm not a kind of person that I will organize and in the same time, you know, like in the same. Oh, let's to keep this organizing everything. But I have my way, you know, to organize everything, and I live right now with someone else, and when I am with someone else and this person just don't respect, you know, the space, the like for example, everyone is together, everyone is doing their part, and you are not doing. oh, this is really it stresses me a lot, and my energy will fall, you know. So, like I remember when I did a trip in a group, you know, like all the time I was trying to organize things, remove things from the table, and oh my god, how you can just be like that, you know? Or like my brother too. My brother, I said to him, Victor, please wash the these that you use, please, because I'm washed it already. He did it, you know. So this is really, 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 and I think it's related to the justice, you know, because for me everyone need to do their parts. So when someone is not doing, other one need to do more to supply,
Have more work. Yeah.
yes. So this is something that normally change my mood, you know, uh, change my winter weather from calm to stormy.
That
But
makes sense.
it's like something about me. But like I said, I'm not an organized person. I'm not. But even I'm not organized, can be that there are people that they are worse than me. That's it.
That's funny. And actually, when you are talking, I start to think about this, you know. I think that's why people have to get married early, you know. When after, I don't know, 20, 21, it's the best age to get married because later when you get older, and I was talking about this with my brother, he's 31, 32 years old, and he's single, and he doesn't have uh, energy, mental energy to get married right now because he had his own space, you know, and it's hard to him to accept someone else in his life because he had his own space and he get used it with his own stuff, you know. So sharing a house with someone, it's hard, and that's why I think people should marry quickly as possible because when you get older, it's hard to adapt yourself to other one, you know. And related to what Lulian said, uh, everyone had to be part of something, you know. If you are living together, you have to help doing the char activities, and that's why probably couples can have a fight, you know? That's what I think, anyway. And what about you, Osvaldo? How can we get? I don't look to Osvaldo and I saw someone with anger or rage. I see you as a peaceful guy, you know. But there are some buttons we can we can press to give someone get stressed. How we can get the worst part of you, Osvaldo?
Yeah. Before you made an excellent point about to get married early. I enjoyed with that, but at the same time I agree with you. I've never thought this way. You made a good point. Yeah. And well, when I lost trust in someone, that's the point that I feel extremely angry. And when I feel I'm not able to do something, especially not only my personal side, but my job as well, you know. For example, these days I'm struggling to implement a push notification in a mobile app that I work currently. I've been working, and oh man, I've been losing my last day to do this feature work, you know. And currently a part of that is working, and when I feel in this moment I used to feel stressful, I used to share my feelings with my wife. Oh my goodness, I'm not able to do that. That's not working, something like that, you know. But uh, as time passing by, I realized that I feel more conscious what I need to do to solve a problem, not only in my um, job, but my personal one. Um, but as I mentioned, if someone broke my trust, is the point that I feel extremely angry.
All right, that's good. Thank you for sharing, Oswald. Justness is, I think, the base of the relationships, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, there are two main buttons you can press, and you will see the worst of me. The first one is on traffic. I hate to drive on traffic, you know, but not because about the speed, because I want to. My wife always say I'm a turtle in the traffic, you know. I don't like to run. I'm like to keep distance from other cars and so on. I'm in how can I say, preferential in a way, in a road, and I wait a lot of time the other cars passing until I realize it's safe. So, but I get me pissed off when someone do something wrong, you know. uh, Especially in the road, if a truck, the you know, two trucks each other, it's wrong. So when people break rules, it's hard to me. I don't know, it's if because I was a policeman or something like this, but I like people follow the rules. So if you break a rule, even in the traffic or on the street or something like this, if someone break the rules, that's get me angry. And the second one, I'm not the do you know that cartoon from Disney, Pateta no Trânsito? He entered in the car. I'm not this guy, you know, but if you do something wrong in front of me, that get me angry for sure. And the second button is if you do something with my family. I don't care if my wife or my daughters are right or not. If you do something to them, we will saw the worst part of me for sure. So I became, I don't know, a lion, a tiger. If someone do something wrong, and I don't like when I get this way because I know I can hurt someone seriously, not just the emotions, but physically. So I try to don't be in this place because I know I can hurt someone, and I don't. When you get rage, you know, you don't think about anything, you know. So I don't want to be there anymore. So please don't do something wrong with my family. Anyway, that's it, guys. I think we have time to a final question. Let's go to the question number six, Osvaldo. Can you start, please?
Yeah, for sure. When you experience difficulty in your weather, like a wave of anxiety or sadness, what is the one healthy coping mechanism you find effective? Uh, I like to meditate. I think that's one of the most thing that I do. And another thing, I like to stop what I'm doing to take a breath and think more about the situation. Um, Let me see. And I like to listen the other point of view, because it's common we used to put our bias in something. In the most of time, that's wrong. all that's incomplete. Maybe we need to be open to listen the other parts before to take an positioning. I think, yeah, I think that's it. I'm doing a summary answer today.
All right, thank you, Osvaldo. And what about you, Lurian?
Ooh, I'm like Osvaldo. I like to stop and to think better about the situation, but it's depend of how the situation was going through. Okay, for example, sometimes just to stop and I go down or I stop myself and I take a coffee, it's enough, to recover myself. Sometimes I need a hug, stop and to have a affection moment, just, oh, give me a hug and I will be okay. Sometimes I need to evaluate the situation, listen to someone. So it's depend of the reason, personal, professional. uh, like I need to process that. So to do this, normally I need to stop and reboot, what I was doing. And coffee, hugs normally help me a lot, or just to split out, to talk about what is making me so sad or so bad. For me, is that.
All right.
Uh, Carlos and Osvaldo, I need to go now because I have another immersion to guide.
Okay.
But thanks a lot.
Thank you, Lurian. Have a nice day. All right, we are finishing our conversation, but before we finish, just you and me as